Hi guys, Ancient Warrior. Welcome back to Prepping in Free America. Let me say it now. Take 3. I have had fits getting Friday's video and today's video uploaded. So let's talk about Friday. I did a video called Why I Prep. Or What I Prep. No, Why I Prep, excuse me. Today is What I Prep. Folks, I don't prep out of fear, but I do prep out of abundance of caution because I see things coming down the pike. I see lawlessness in most of our major cities. This is the reason I prep. Now, what do I prep? In '93, when I got divorced, it left me pretty much penniless. So I started out with orange plastic buckets from Home Depot and lids, and I couldn't afford the bags to go in them, so I just put the beans directly in the plastic buckets and sealed them up. I got a hold of a bunch of oxygen absorbers and threw them in there. I did that with beans, rice. I went to the feed store and found oats and uh, and cracked corn and wheat berries, and I put those in buckets. I was noticing the other day I've got about 300 pounds of beans. I've got about 300 pounds of rice. I've got about 200 pounds of dried hash browns, dried potatoes. I got 100 pounds of wheat berries and cracked corn, and probably got 150 pounds of oats right now because I've been using them for various things. Guys, what's bringing this video around is I read a post from a guy who said he started prepping until all of his food went bad. I don't know what the heck he was prepping, what he was stocking up on, but canned goods shouldn't go bad that quick unless you're overheating them, you know, leaving the house hot and the ends are ballooning out. The other day for lunch, I opened 2 cans of raviolis. They were 9 years old, folks. Do I have a lot of stuff like that? Nah, I rotate pretty good. I just, for some reason, these just happen to be in the back of the shelf. Guys, rotate, rotate, rotate. What you buy today, you may eat next week. Next week, what you buy, next week, you'll eat the week after. As long as you're buying enough stuff each week so that you can rotate your food. And Best Buy. Okay. On your cans, it says best use, best buy, or best something another. Depends on what company. That's a rule of thumb. That's not written in granite. So, folks, please, please, please don't throw stuff away if it says it's out of date. Now, if the ends of the cans are ballooned up, get rid of them. And be careful doing it because they can explode. I've got ramen noodles in my pantry right now, I've got almost 3 years supply of ramen noodles, and I noticed last night that some of those that I was eating with my supper last night was marked 2018. Tastes fine. Didn't have any funny smell, and they were good and crunchy. Folks, right now you need to be buying as much protein as you can get your hands on. Buy all kinds of fish. Most of that's high protein, low carbohydrate, and minimal fat. Um, I was noticing I've got probably, in fish alone, I've got over a year. I've probably got about 3 years in Spam though, folks. And I do like Spam. I've got dehydrated foods that I've done and that I got commercially. When I juice during the summer, I dehydrate the pulp, put it in bags, and when I eat ramen or some other soup, I want uh, little extra beefiness to it or vegetableness to it. I throw that in. It's great fiber, folks. Guys, you have to do what you got to do. You know, at the end of my videos, I'm telling you to hug your families and tell them how much you love them. Folks, the best way you can show your family how much you love them is by getting prepared, getting stocked up. I believe, due to the lawlessness we're seeing in some of our cities, that all that's going to happen is it's going to exponentially spread. My brother, who's an ex-cop, lives outside of Houston, Texas, refuses to go into Houston, Texas at night. You know, fact be known, he almost won't go into Houston during the day either because it's so crime-ridden. I've got friends at San Antonio that just all but will do anything they can to stay away from the river walk at night. You know, all this craziness going on. I know people in Dallas who used to go, and it used to be a big deal to go downtown for an evening. They're a lot more cautious now because of all the extra crime going on. One guy I know real well, he drives a Range Rover. They went to some restaurant downtown on a Saturday evening, came back and found every window to his truck shattered. And a note on it said, "This is for the poor." It wasn't even a new Range Rover, it was an old one, probably 15 years old. He was at almost $5,000 getting glass put back in his truck. He refuses to go back downtown now. Folks, show your family how much you love them. Get stocked up. Get your home stocked up with food, water, medical supplies. Learn how to use those medical supplies. Get a means of self-protection and train on how to use it. Train your children on how to use it. Today, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the America I grew up in. We used to leave keys in the cars, and our front doors were never locked. Today, your 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 storm door needs to be locked, and the hardcore door. So, with that being said, I'm the ancient warrior. Remember, it's better to have this stuff and not need it than need it and not have it. And folks, to really show your family how much you love them, get prepared. I'm the ancient warrior, and we're out.